Ladies and gentlemen, I am your planetary defense commander. And hey, guess what? If you guessed that the Florida low that we've been tracking is now in best 91, you win spaghetti for dinner. Also, Texas and other parts of the United States, you are not out of the woods yet. Texas Division of Emergency Management, the severe storm threat is not over. The TDEM continues to support response and recovery efforts across Texas from Montague County to Zapata County. Stay weather aware as severe thunderstorms are forecast for tomorrow. Yeah, so we got a big bullseye over Texas and a giant rain sheet over like 42% of the United States. But that's tomorrow. Today, and specifically right now, I am watching this funky chicken. Get jiggy with it? All right, summertime. And look at this thing. Push this thing over and up. Now, will it become a depression? Will it become a subtropical depression? Will it become a tropical storm? Who knows, man? It is projected to go somewhere in that yellow cone, but when the center reforms, it could reform farther to the east, which would take it norther. All right? And either way, the stuck system brings a stormy pattern and the threat for flooding rain to a lot of places, as we've had a pretty floody May. Also, I've been tracking the June 7th hurricane / tropical storm / whatever you want to call it. And Dada Boo, the Florida Wave Master, shows us the 12Z CMC, now inside 8 days, showing you the last part of the rule of thumb. Sometimes low pressure likes to attach itself to the tail of the big storm. If that happened, it would probably drag it somewhere into Florida, but models have shown it hitting anywhere from Louisiana to Alabama to Mississippi. Matthew Capucci is letting us know up to 10 inches of rain drenched South Florida over Memorial Day weekend, combining with saltwater flooding in Miami to turn streets into lagoons. More rain fell in 2 days than during Hurricane Irma. You light up my life, lightning. And here's today's weather outlook, and this area needs to be on the lookout for severe weather. And by severe weather, we're talking about tornadoes, as Jared Barkley is obviously Charles Barkley's little brother, Duncan, and just doing some tornado watching this afternoon. And so is Alex Cooney, who is watching tornado north of Waukee, Iowa. Does Ariana Grande dream about me? Yes, I'm pretty sure at least once. But that's neither here nor there. I don't think any of my crushes have a crush on me anymore, which is kind of sad because there was a point where they all had a crush on me. And I guess I got too cocky or something. Cranky weather guy will watch repetition with the southwest Atlantic ridge, trapping disturbed weather in the northwest Caribbean that could fester and draw north in another 10 days as either a developed entity of another rainfall-enhancing disturbance. There is zero purpose in projecting at this time. And so this is the area I've been watching like a hawk. I'm like, oh, shucks, because I've been projecting like crazy. Not only are there a lot of signs pointing towards a very, very, very active, possibly dangerous hurricane season, Peter Molinax is showing us, do you want some early season tropical action? Yeah. I mean, that was supposed to be a sexual innuendo. Not like I really want hurricanes. Anyway, I screwed that up. In the Gulf, Western Caribbean, this is just one sign for that potential. And I guess the reason I'm so excited and kind of off kilter is because I could start a fundraiser in like a day and a half, which is great because I'm so broke. Because I screwed up my calculations last month and I tried to. Anyway, I can explain all that later. But so yeah, we are watching this area, and this can bring heavy flooding to Central America, including Costa Rica, where Listen to the Stars lives and surfs, and she's really cute. And so we are watching the system, which is brewing a tropical system, and models show it jumping over here and then forming into either tropical storm or hurricane. I'm talking like 6 or 7 runs. I've showed it develop into, this would be a category 2 hurricane. Oh, what just happened? Oh, hey, look, trash cans in love in Greece. Islands in the stream. That is what we are. No one in between. Yeah, the GFS is spun up. something like a hurricane or a tropical storm that heads towards Florida or near the Gulf like 7 times out of the last 3 days. So I'm watching it. Hopefully Asteroid Fight Club and Atmospheric Defense can knock it down to nothing, and it'll only just bring rain. But either way, we're going to get a lot of heavy flooding out of this thing. We're definitely keeping our eye on this thing that could form. And I mean, it's already an invest. How low will it go? Only time will know. Good luck to the astronauts and to the human space program. Yeah, there was really like a period in 2019 where all my crushes had crushed on me. That was so cool. But then they're like, Thor's a jerk, and they all got bats, and now they're probably going to try and hunt me and spike me down. I'm like, I don't even watch that zombie show. Governor Cuomo says wearing a mask is cool, and I agree. Yeah, you can have your own opinion. That's fine. I mean, I literally every year have people telling me hurricanes are hoaxes, so I cannot make people believe like hurricanes are real 100% of the time. So, you know, it's weird being a planetary defense commander. State Farm and Marvel and Disney have Jean Grey versus Thor, and it looks like Jean Grey's going to overtake Thor because Jean Grey's on the red team and Thor's on the purple team. And yeah, like the Carolinas are pretty flooded, and it's going to bring way more rain. I do like doing what I do, and so I'll be watching this absolutely obsessively. And yeah, I think this one is definitely going to make landfall as maybe just a tropical mess. That'll be fine. But you better watch out on the flooding aspects. Bubble, toil and trouble. Man, look at the atmosphere is so cool. All right, out of all the models to watch this thing with, I'm now deeming this one my favorite. And so we will be seeing this one increasingly. Yeah, baby. All right. This is the first look at the 48-hour projection that I can remember where there's no snow on the map. So I'm sorry, snow weenies. It's flaccid season, buddy, for the frozen stuff lovers, whatever. But we still have a little bit of tornado potential in the middle of Texas over the next 12 to 18 hours. And we got a lot of heavy rain for pretty much this side of the nation. And the green, the darker green is heavier rain. Somehow they're going to fit a space launch in there. Asterisk. And so it's definitely a super interesting season. And if you love interesting weather, there's going to be something to watch pretty much all day, every day. We're watching this system. And so like when it reforms or forms any type of an eye or center, it may reform it farther out here, which would give it more time to develop. As of right now, it only has like 24 to 36 hours to develop. So I don't think I have to remind you cats and dogs that it's 2020. And 2020 is like full on, full frontal, whether you like it or not. And me no likey. It's definitely been the least fun Planetary Defense Commander year ever. Hopefully it will get better. My predictions will be that solar maximum starts back up in July, and that somehow around September there'll be a good shift away from greed, although October is going to be super rocky. And then I hope we all have a great Christmas, plus a good Thanksgiving. All right, now what is happening is we're looking at the models. This is the GFS, latest 12-hour Z. Don't be shocked, but it's going to show us getting hit by a hurricane right around the 6th through the 7th of the 8th. And it's a big, giant, massive storm. I mean, as far as, that was a letdown. As far as storms go, it's a big one, like biggie big. I need to look up adjectives in a thesaurus, so I'll have more for bigginess. But so, did you see that? That was, let's go back down. What are you wearing? Oh. See, look, there. That has it hitting at about 111. I'm sure that would make it a tropical storm. But this would have it making landfall around 24 hours from now. So, I don't know, but it can develop, you know, we've seen things develop pretty majorly and massively in a 24-hour span. So we'll keep an eye on it. That's what I do. But definitely that area looks like it's going to be getting a whole lot of rain. And then look at the thing that's blasting into the northwest. I still love you guys. And I'm still watching out for you, Susan. And Karen. So I'm watching the west for Susan, the east for Karen, Texas for Lynn, and a bunch of other people. Everybody, technically Asteroid Fight Club. But yeah, that thing that's coming out of it's going to cause a lot of flooding for Mexico as well, Cuba, and then it just comes up and wham. And then this have it making landfall at the border. So yeah, we will be paying attention. Is what I do. Yeah, so the border between South Carolina and North Carolina is projected to get a whole lot of rain, with the majority of the major rainfall coming into South Carolina, with Georgia getting a skosh of the heavy stuff. But yeah, today, if like people sending contributions or donations, or tomorrow, it'll still be included in the June fundraiser for THORnews. That's cool. So yeah, you got this that is pushed out, and this is what will be forming. Let me tell you, from experience, the pink means problems. And so that storm has potential to cause flooding and bring some super heavy rains. And then we are expecting some of this pink down here to form, push over Mexico and Central America, and then reform in the Gulf, and possibly cause a super flooding threat to the Gulf states. And the models have had trending towards Florida. Plus, as Dada Boo, the Florida Wave Masters, mentioned, that the big storms usually get attached to the tail, and so that would pull it through Florida. So for now, we will be watching this, because this is the main thing that's happening. And then you got your Iowa tornadoes and stuff. But that is a lot of moisture around the Gulf, man, with more that will be pouring in. All right, I'm a Planetary Defense Commander. I super love you, Asteroid Fight Club. And I'll be talking to you soon, I imagine. Peace out. God bless everyone.